if your life feels boring right now, it's just because you're in the preparatory phase. And this stage of preparation is something that we all go through at some point in our lives so that we can hold what's in our head in our hands. But without being prepared for it, you would let it slip away because you wouldn't be the person you needed to be to hold on to that. Hey, hi, hello, and welcome back for another video. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jaden. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you vibe, because we vibing over here. So sometimes in life, it can feel like nothing is happening, especially if you're an impatient person. I may be guilty of that sometimes, but sometimes we feel like we're ready for something when we actually aren't. So this time of nothingness is actually preparing us for everything that we want, because we can't have everything that we want and the dream life that we desire if we're not the highest versions of ourselves. So how do you expect to be able to hold on to your dream career, your dream relationship, if you are not your dream person yet? You wouldn't be able to create space for that. Or you would self-sabotage, and once you did get the thing, you would feel major imposter syndrome and be like, whoa, did I really get this? Do I really get to have this? I don't know, this doesn't feel right. So while consciously you may be super excited and happy and grateful, subconsciously you may be undoing all of the good things that are happening for you, because deep down you haven't done the inner work to feel like you really deserve this. And you do. But we have to get to a place within of knowing who we are, what we want, and that we deserve to have what we want. Because without those things, we're not going to get there. When you realize there is no pause button, you realize that there's never a time where nothing is happening for you. Never a time. So while things may feel or look stagnant on the surface, there is so much happening that you're just not aware of right now. And once you are beyond that point, you'll be able to look back and see, oh, that is why I never got called in for an interview with that job, because it wasn't meant for me. Or that is why that relationship failed, because that person is not in alignment with who I am and where I'm going. Whenever it seems like something's not working out, it's only because something better is in store. And I listen to Lior Alexandra's affirmations. They really help me stay in a high vibrational state. And if you haven't listened to her affirmations, I'd say give them a try. Things are happening, and they're happening for you. You have to switch your perspective. If you're used to seeing things in a negative light, you're going to start out thinking, oh my gosh, why did this happen to me? Nothing ever works out the way I want it to. You're going to see life as happening to you instead of for you. So when you switch your perspective and you realize, oh, okay, if not this, then something better, then you'll be able to keep your vibrational state high while you're manifesting what you desire, because we're always manifesting whether we realize it or not. There's also no pause button for that. So maintaining your belief and your trust that things are working for you, not against you, is going to help your manifestations come to you even faster. So as long as you know what you want and you're taking some sort of action day by day to step towards that, then it's going to come to you. It is happening. Life just doesn't happen all at once. So nature has seasons and cycles, and so do we as humans, especially women. We're going through a cycle every month, and every week is different for us. And that is just how our bodies are. That is how nature is. That is how life is. So you may be in a season of winter right now, and things are looking scarce and barren and blah, but the season you're about to go into is spring. and things are going to be blooming and blossoming and happening for you. As long as you maintain your belief in yourself and your life, and that what you desire desires you. And just because something hasn't been done doesn't mean that it can't be. Or just because you haven't done this thing before doesn't mean that you can't now. Duality is present in every area of life. Where there is one, there is another. So if you've been going through it lately and you're like, I can't catch a break, you're down in a valley all the time. When is my mountain coming? When are things going to look on the up and up? They will. It's coming. Sometimes it takes longer than we would like, but it happens. How could we feel excitement if we've never known boredom? We couldn't. If we were always experiencing the highs of life, if we were always up here, it wouldn't be special anymore. If life was always going great, nothing bad ever happened, your great days would become mundane. Because what else is there? You wouldn't appreciate it like you do after you've experienced some difficult days. So don't look at this time as boring. Look at it as a blessing. You are learning the lessons, the skills, the knowledge that's necessary for you to become the next version of yourself so that you can have the next version of your life. Don't take this season lightly. Don't just sit there on the couch, sad, bored, wondering when life's going to happen for you, when you're doing nothing to make life happen for you. If you're doing nothing, you're going to get nothing. Sorry to say, but it's true. I'm here to keep it real with you guys. I've done it. There have been times in my life where I'm like, oh, I really want this. I really want that. Life would be nice if this, or, oh, I wish I could have that. Okay, girl, so get off your butt and go get it. You can journal and visualize and meditate all you want, but if you don't get up and get moving, you're never going to get what you want. It's not just going to fall in your lap. Sorry. I wish it would too, but that's not how it is. And you probably wouldn't appreciate it if it did. You would not be able to appreciate what you received if you didn't feel like you did anything to earn it. Because that's how a lot of us are. Many people cannot just receive and feel like that's valid without them having to do anything. A lot of that is because we live in a society that's very masculine driven. So it's all about the hustle, all about earning, doing more, being more, go, go, go. Now, I'm not saying we need to do that because that can be unhealthy and that can make you burn out. But what I am saying is that we need a balance of both masculine and feminine energy. So we can't always be in our flow and waiting for things and trying to receive, but we can't always be go, 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 hustling on the grind, never resting, never having fun, never enjoying life, just super goal oriented and only looking at the next thing. We can't only live from that either. We need to have a balance of both. Again, duality. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. And when we learn how to weave those together, that is whenever we're going to realize, oh, life is really happening for me. And you're going to be able to go out and do what you need to do and take the actions that you know you need to take, but then also know and listen to your body and realize when, okay, I've been going for a while. It's time to sit back and relax a bit. It's time to recharge, recuperate, rejuvenate myself so that I can begin again and take action with my full self, with my full energy behind it. So what you can be doing during this time is the journaling, the scripting, the manifesting, the meditating, the visualizing. I think that's all necessary. You may not believe in that. I do. You can look at so many different interviews of successful people, and they will tell you that they saw it here before they held it here. So many successful people will say, that they visualize themselves doing the thing, playing the game, running the race, singing the song, doing the dance. They saw themselves first in their mind before it had happened. And the more that you practice that and that you get in the energy of that, and instead of just thinking about what is it that you want, how would you feel once you got what you want? And start embodying that now. And it can feel a little fake, a little funky at first, because you're like, well, I want $100,000, but I got 100. And you're going to have to just cultivate the energy of abundance and look around you, because everything in your home is money. The device that you're watching this video on, that costs money. The internet that you have to be able to watch this video, that costs money. The food that you just ate, that costs money. If you look around, you'll be like, oh, wow, I am abundant. I may only see this amount in my account right now, but that doesn't mean that it's the best it's ever going to get. There's more coming. I'm sure you've heard of the lottery winners who lose everything because they didn't have the knowledge, skills, tools, resources to be able to hold that kind of money, that kind of abundance. So if you have $100 in your bank account and you win 100 million in a matter of days, you probably aren't going to be ready for what it takes or have the mindset that it takes to maintain such a level of abundance that so far exceeds what you've had so far. That doesn't mean that you can't. It just means that you're not ready. So that is why preparing during this season is so important. Because think about it. If you want $100,000 and somebody was to just give it to you tomorrow, what would you do with it? Would you go spend it on a car, a house, a trip, a bunch of clothes that will be irrelevant next year? Like, think about what you would do with the money and know that money is not the end result. Money is not the ultimate outcome. It's what you do with that money. It's who you help with that money. It's how you feel with that money. It's the luxury of time, energy, and financial freedom that money gives you. It's not the money itself. It's just a piece of paper. It's just a coin. Like, it's not that. I'm not saying that money can't buy you happiness, because it can buy you peace of mind. And for anyone who struggled, they know that. They know that you're going to be a lot happier with $100,000 in your bank account instead of 10. Because when you're in a state of survival, all you can do is think of like, what can I do right now to make sure that I have food to eat? Like, that's a tough place to be in. But also realizing that putting money on a pedestal and seeing it as the end all be all is not going to help either. It's how are you going to feel waking up in the morning knowing that you can do not only the things that you need to do, but the things that you want to do. Think about that and embody that energy. And I know it can be difficult, but even if you just remind yourself a couple of times a day, if you think a negative thought and you're like, oh, whoa, I caught that and I don't want to manifest that. Let me switch it. Those little steps are going to bring you what you desire. So the lottery winners who squander everything that they just won, they don't do it on purpose. They don't do it because they're like, yay, I got all this money. Can't wait to blow it and be broke again. No, they're not doing that. But you can only handle what you are prepared for and what you believe you can have. So work on your mindset first. And when you're in a season of preparation, that's the perfect thing to do. Work on yourself in here. Work on your mindset, on your limiting beliefs, so that once what you want does come to you, you can hold on to it and maintain it easily, because you're the kind of person that can handle it. No sweat. $100,000 tomorrow? Okay. Once you've worked on your mindset, you know what you're going to do with that and how you're going to not only spend it, but how you're going to grow it, how you're going to expand upon that 100,000 instead of blowing it on a brand new car or a brand new designer bag or shoes or a watch. You're instead going to be like, okay, I have all this abundance. Thank you, universe, God. And I am going to treat myself, yes, but I'm also going to be responsible. And I'm going to invest this much of it. And I'm going to treat my family to this experience. A book I would recommend is The Psychology of Money. I'm reading that right now. It's a great book to help you realize the psychology of money. There are so many emotions tied up with money and what we do with it. So learning that will help you step into your abundance era much easier. So instead of seeing this season of preparation as a setback, see it as a setup. What you want is coming. You just have to believe. Have you seen that picture that has the miner mining his way to the gold or diamonds? And it's like he's this close to reaching the diamonds, but he gives up and walks back. A different miner comes into that same tunnel and mines just a little bit further, and they are the ones that strike riches. It's like, that could be you, but don't give up this close to the finish line. People may laugh at you. They may make fun of you. They may criticize you. They may judge you. But I encourage you to look at the people who are judging you, to look at the people who are saying the most. They're almost never the ones doing the most for themselves to set themselves up for the life that they want, but are too scared to go after because of people like them who are going to try and make fun of people going after what they want. That kind of behavior gives me the ick. I don't know about you, but it needs to give you the ick too. When you see somebody hating on somebody else for going after what they want, we are not in alignment. I don't do that. You will never see somebody doing better than you making fun of you. Nobody who has the success that you desire is looking at people at square one and thinking, oh my gosh, how cringe. How cringe is that person over there posting that YouTube video, posting that song? They wrote that song themselves. Oh my gosh, could be better. Like, no. The YouTuber with 10 million subscribers isn't looking at the YouTuber with 100 and laughing at them. Your friends or your family might be doing that to you, but take a look at their life. Are they living a life that you would aspire to have? Do they have the characteristics, the qualities of someone who you would want to be like? If they don't have a life that you would want, don't listen to any advice or criticism that comes out of their mouth, because it won't get you to where you want to be. It may get you to where they are, but if you look at their life and that's not what you see for yourself, then why the heck would you listen to them? They don't know what it takes to get where you want to go. They may not have what it takes either. And so they're upset with you or jealous of you because you're at least trying. And while you are in this season of preparation where you are taking the small steps to get where you want to be, don't overwork yourself or try to make things happen maybe when they shouldn't. Because if you try to force things all the time, you're just going to wear yourself out and increase your cortisol levels. And that's not making things happen any faster. It's honestly counterintuitive. And it just decreases your quality of life. And we're just trying to increase that. So don't make things harder on yourself by being so hard on yourself. Give yourself grace, but know when you need to push too. It's all a balance. And it can be hard to find that balance, but it's somewhere in between sitting on the couch wishing that you had more and overworking yourself. It's in between there. So be grateful for this time in your life, because if you play your cards right, you are going to be the person that can have everything you want and hold on to it. So gratitude is the best state to be in this time, because what you're grateful for will come to you even more. Say that you have $100 in your bank account. Thank you for this $100. that I can feed myself or my pet or my family with, or that I can buy gas with, that I can buy toilet paper with. Because if you didn't have that $100, you'd be in a worse position. So it may not be 10,000, 100,000, but it's not nothing either. So being grateful for what you do have will increase what you have. If you are starting your YouTube channel and you've only got 50 subscribers, congratulations. You've got 50 people who are subscribed to you, who want to be on your journey with you. That's amazing. Don't look at it and be like, it's only 50, not 50,000. Because being ungrateful is the quickest way to unravel all of the good that you have manifested. So be grateful for those 50 people and trust that 50 more are coming. Soon you'll be at 100. Soon you'll be monetized. Soon you'll get your 100K plaque, like believe it, manifest it, because you can have it. A YouTuber that I love to watch, Alexis, her name's Alexis, but it's Alexis. She says, it's only delusional until it's done. And when I heard that, I said, oh, yes, girl, I love that. It's only delusional until it's done. So the people hating on you and laughing at you for your 50 subscribers, if you keep working at it, if you block them out and keep working toward what you want and keep preparing so that you can be ready when the subscribers do come, they're going to see you later down the road and see, wow, they were consistent. Wow, they have confidence. Wow, they have the courage to show up online and be themselves and speak their truth and help others. They have the courage to start that business. They have the courage to sing on stage. They have the courage to walk into that interview and do their very best. Wow. Maybe I should listen to that. Maybe I should do what they're doing. So they'll laugh at you when you're nothing and you're nobody. But the second you get that success, they're the first people to come to you and be like, hey, so how did you do that? I've been watching and like, that's just so cool. Like, I would love to do that too. Like, could you give me some tips? They're the first ones to do that. Because they were only hating on you because they were insecure or jealous or triggered by something you were doing that they wish that they could do, that they could have. Don't let it get to you. It's never personal. It's not about you. It's about them and how they're feeling. So don't let the haters stop you, please. So in this season of preparation, that is not a setback, but a set up, try to rewire your brain and recognize when you're thinking in a negative pattern so that we can do away with that. And by doing that inner work on yourself, you will then be ready to grab, maintain, and grow the abundance that you are given when you are ready. I hope this video has helped you in some way. And if you've made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and maybe leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.